Have you ever wondered why it feels like everything's falling apart right now? Why the prayers you've been sending up seem to hang in silence? Why the answers you desperately need aren't coming? Maybe you've been faithful. Maybe you've been showing up, doing the right things, trusting when it didn't make sense. And yet here you are, feeling like you're standing in the middle of a storm with no shelter in sight. Let me tell you something you might not want to hear, but you absolutely need to. God is testing your faith right now. And I know that sounds heavy. I know it might even sting a little. But stay with me, because what's happening in your life right now isn't random. It's not punishment. It's not abandonment. It's preparation. See, we live in a world that's obsessed with comfort. We want the microwave miracle, the instant breakthrough, the next day delivery from heaven. But God, He's not Amazon Prime. He doesn't operate on our schedule. He's working on a level we can't always see, shaping us in ways we won't understand until we look back and realize we couldn't have handled the blessing back then. We weren't ready. We needed the season. We needed the wait. We needed the season. We needed the test. Think about it like this. There's a man, let's call him Derek. Derek prayed for a promotion at work for 2 years straight, every single night, and every single time someone else got the job. He watched people with less experience, less dedication, move up while he stayed right where he was. And Derek started to wonder, does God even hear me? Am I doing something wrong? But what Derek didn't see was that during those 2 years, God was removing his pride. He was teaching him patience. He was building character that couldn't be shaken. And when that promotion finally came, Derek wasn't just ready for the position. He was ready for the pressure, the responsibility, the spiritual attacks that came with it. The test wasn't about the job. It was about who he was becoming in the waiting. Maybe you're in that season right now. Maybe you're wondering why the door hasn't opened yet, why the relationship didn't work out, why the money's still tight, why your health hasn't turned around. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's easy. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say just smile and it'll all be fine. But I will say this. Your faith is being refined right now, and refining isn't pretty. It's fire, it's pressure, it's uncomfortable, but it's also necessary. You ever watch someone lift weights at the gym? They're not smiling, they're not comfortable, they're struggling, shaking, sometimes even frustrated. But that struggle, that's where the strength comes from. The muscle doesn't grow in the comfort, it grows in the resistance. And your faith is the same way. It doesn't grow when everything's easy. It grows when you choose to believe even when you can't see. When you choose to trust even when it doesn't make sense. When you choose to praise even when your heart is heavy. There's a verse that's been sitting with me lately. Psalm 66:10 says, "For you, God, tested us. You refined us like silver." Silver doesn't just get a little warm and turn into something beautiful. It gets thrown into the fire. The heat has to be intense enough to burn away every impurity, every weakness, every flaw. And that's what God is doing in your life right now. He's not trying to break you. He's trying to purify you. He's burning away the doubt, the fear, the need for control, the false beliefs, the toxic patterns. And yeah, it hurts. But what's coming out on the other side? That's going to shine. Let me take you into another moment. Imagine a woman named Lisa, single mom, 2 kids, working 2 jobs, praying every night for provision, for a breakthrough, for relief. And one day, her car breaks down, and she doesn't have the money to fix it. And in that moment, she breaks too. She sits in her living room and just weeps. And she whispers, "God, I've been faithful. I've been trusting you. Why is this happening?" But here's what she didn't know. A co-worker at her second job heard about her situation. That co-worker mentioned it to someone at church. That person knew a mechanic who offered to fix it for free. And through that one breakdown, Lisa didn't just get her car back. She got connected to a community that supported her, prayed for her, and helped her in ways she never expected. The test wasn't just about the car. It was about her learning that she didn't have to carry everything alone. That God provides, sometimes through people, sometimes in ways we'd never planned. So if you're in the fire right now, I want to pray with you. You don't have to say this out loud, but let it settle in your heart. God, I don't understand what you're doing right now, but I'm choosing to trust you anyway. I'm tired, I'm confused, I'm struggling, but I believe you see me. I believe you're with me. I believe you're with me. I believe your pest has a purpose. Strengthen my faith. Refine my heart. Help me stand when I want to fall. And when this season is over, let my story be a testimony of your faithfulness. In Jesus' name, amen. Here's the thing about tests. They're not meant to make you quit. They're meant to prove what you're made of. And God already knows. He's not surprised by your struggle. He's not shocked by your doubt. He's not disappointed when you feel weak. He's just waiting to see if you'll keep going, if you'll keep believing, if you'll keep showing up, even when it's hard. You might be looking around right now and seeing others who seem blessed, unbothered, thriving, and you're wondering why them and not me. But you don't know their story. You don't know what they walked through to get there. You don't know what test they passed in private, and you don't need to compare. Your test is yours. Your timing is yours. Your testimony is being written right now, in real time, and it's going to help someone else one day. So don't give up. Don't lose heart. Don't let this season convince you that God forgot about you. He hasn't. He's right there in the fire with you, just like he was with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. You might not see him, but he sees you. And he's not letting go. This is your season of testing. But it's also your season of becoming. And when you come out of this, you're not going to be the same. You're going to be stronger, wiser, unshakable. And your faith, it's going to shine like silver. If this message hit your heart today, go ahead and drop a like. Hit that subscribe button. Let me know where you're watching from. What time is it where you are right now? Drop it in the comments. I want to hear from you.